What's up, you guys? My name is Samantha Huger. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to share with you guys my 7 best tips to help you to stay organized in both your home and your business. So without further ado, let's get this thing started. So my first tip for you guys is to keep clutter to a minimum. We live in a really tiny 650 square foot house. If you guys haven't seen the apartment tour video I just did, you might want to check out that apartment tour video. It's a tiny little house, and thus I pretty much have no choice but to keep the clutter to a minimum. But at the same time, on different levels of my energy and my motivation for the day and how productive I am for the day, keeping that clutter to a minimum has helped me so much. About 2 or 3 times a year, I will go through the entire house and I'll basically pretend like I am getting ready to move out. And you know, when you're getting ready to move somewhere, you tend to go through your things with a little bit more scrutiny and you start to get rid of more things. So when I go through the places in my house that tend to accumulate that clutter with that mindset of like, okay, I'm moving out. Everything's gotta go. If it's not getting used, it's gotta go. That really helps me to clear out the clutter in our house. The second tip I have for you guys is that at nighttime, I tend to tidy up the house. I've done it both ways where like I'll tidy up the house during the day. I prefer to keep my daytime, like that time block, for working on my business or going to the gym or running errands versus cleaning the house. If I tidy up the house just before I go to bed at nighttime, that helps me so much because I love waking up early in the morning before anybody else has woken up and having like this nice clean home, at least until Sebastian wakes up. Like the house stays pretty clean. I try not to leave dishes in the sink at nighttime. I try and make sure that Sebastian's toys are picked up at nighttime and that his room is clean, to be completely destroyed again by morning time. But it does help me to just feel better in the morning, feel like I'm starting my day off on the right foot. The third tip I have for you is, and I know not everybody can do this, is to get a house cleaner. It has helped me so much, especially being somebody who is extremely busy, who is always working on things, who is always working on their business, being an online entrepreneur. I wanted to free up some of my time, and the best way I could do that was to get a house cleaner. I will keep my house super tidy. I do actually really enjoy cleaning. It's kind of meditative for me. It's kind of like my time to myself, and I would listen to personal development books and or listen to podcasts I really enjoy. But at the same time, there was a part of me that was like, I can't do anything in my business until my house is clean, and I couldn't focus on things. But when I can delegate that to somebody else, for somebody to come in and to sweep the floors each week, and to come in and to clean the bathtub, clean the sinks, dust around the house, it frees up that energy for me to be able to focus more powerful, productive energy onto my business and onto the things I really need to get done and to enjoy my free time more. If you can hire a house cleaner, I highly suggest it. Even if it's somebody who's coming in every other week or once a month to do some deep cleaning for you, it has been a life changer. The fourth thing I have for you guys is to simplify the things in your business. So now we're gonna kind of shift from house to business. And not just that, like simplifying things in your house too. I think that's where kind of keeping the clutter to a minimum definitely helps. But simplifying things in your business. So one thing that I do for my inbox is I have this thing called unroll.me. It helps to keep my inbox less cluttered, and it helps me to be able to look at the things that I want to look at all within one email. So all the things I'm subscribed to, all the different sales and coupons and all these different things that come into my inbox, they get rolled up into one single email. And then if somebody randomly, sends me an email, it's probably something that is going to be a little bit more important, and that's going to be the thing that shows up in my inbox versus all the different salesy, promotional type things. The other thing that you can do in your business to help you to simplify your business is to repurpose your content. As you guys know, I have been using these Facebook Live videos, recording them and working on repurposing them for my YouTube channel. This is another great way that you can simplify your business by creating one piece of content and using it in different ways on different like social media platforms, so that you're not spending your time spreading yourself thin on all these different social media platforms, but you can create one piece of content and repurpose it to all the different social medias. It has been a life changer for me, and it frees up so much more of my time, and I feel like I'm more in creative flow when I am able to do this. Another thing that you can do is to create a favorites folder on your photos. And I like to do this for my business working on social media, because that way I can take all of my favorite photos, and let's just say that there's a day where I just simply don't feel like taking a picture today. Like, like we all have those days where like, I don't want to put my face on social media today. So that way I can go to my favorites folder, and usually it's content that I posted like a couple months ago or a couple years ago even, now that I've been working on social media for so long, and I can go through and I can look at those photos and be like, oh, I'm gonna share this one again today. And it's just resharing content that you might have already shared on your social media and using it for something new. Again, repurposing your content, simplifying your business, it's amazing. The fifth tip I have to simplify your business is to turn off your notifications. I am a huge proponent of turning off your notifications, especially for Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Facebook Messenger. I do not have notifications on for any of those things, and what this does for me, it frees up my time so that when I am ready to check my Facebook Messenger, I am in there checking my Facebook Messenger, and I'm not constantly getting inundated by all these pings and dings and notifications all the time of people messaging me that somebody liked my Instagram photo, that somebody sent me a Snapchat, whatever it is. I have those things off so that I am more in control of my time. Instead of having the notifications coming to me all the time, I'm in control and I get to check my social media platforms when I want to check them. Number 6 is my to accomplish today list. This has been super life-changing for me because I used to be in that very masculine hustle, hustle, hustle mode, and more as of recently, I have gotten more into the alignment and flow and how can I, what do I want to do today type of thing. Each morning I do my morning manifesting ritual, and I have this little notebook here. I write out at least 3 things that I'm grateful for. I write out what I'm currently manifesting. I try to focus on one thing that I'm manifesting, and then I also write out my to accomplish list. This to accomplish list is always like 1 to 3 things. I try not to go over 3 things. If it's something major and it's gonna take more time, I'll only give myself 1 thing that I have to do for the day. And this has been super beneficial for me. I used to write these long to-do lists. I don't do that anymore. I don't write more than 3 things. Sometimes maybe it'll be 5 if they're really small. Sometimes when I give myself too much to do and I put too much pressure on myself, I start to shut down. And so by limiting it to the 2 accomplished things that I have to do for today that are the essentials, I feel so much better, and it helps me to be much more productive with my day and much more productive with my business. And then the last thing, as far as helping you to stay organized and simplifying your business, is I only take inspired action. If there is something I feel like sharing for today, it's like my social media content, none of it's planned out. I am not much of a planner, and I've learned to accept this about myself, that planning, again, causes me to shut down. I feel like there's too much pressure on me. Instead, I have been doing something that I like to call inspired action. So what do I feel like doing today? Do I feel like creating a YouTube video today? Do I feel like getting on Facebook Live and sharing about how to get organized today? Do I want to go and take some photos today that like I'm ready to create some pieces for social media? What kind of stories do I want to share today? Using that inspired action has helped me to not only feel better about myself and my productivity has increased, but it has also helped me with my social media following because I believe so much in the energy behind what you're putting out there. And when that energy is coming from a place of inspired action, it gets so much more engagement. It resonates with my following that much more. So that is what I have for you guys. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Please make sure you share it with your friends. And again, I appreciate you. I love you, and I will see you guys soon. Mwah.